You see, this is what I'm talking about is probably the opposite of what we've been taught to think and do. We've been taught, you got to put other people first, and you get self-worth according to what you have in the world. And you get self-worth by how much other people approve of you and like you and even love you. But I'm here to tell you today that everything external, this is what the Science of Mind says, everything external is temporary. And what we don't realize is, that if we don't believe that, then when things change, we feel bad. Now look, I love the things of this world. I am here to tell you, I love it. I love the things of this world. Flowers, food, fabric. I love the things of this world, But it's all temporary. This is why you never see a U-Haul following a hearse, right? It's all... And I don't say that to bum you out. I just say that to help us have a balanced perspective about things. Your worth is not dependent on anything outside of you. See, that sometimes early on in the path we think, well, I'll really be somebody when I have this, and I'll really be somebody when I have that. God doesn't love you because of what you are. You are because God loves you. That's spiritual principle. You exist because God loves you. Abraham Lincoln was hundreds of years ahead in his thinking in so many ways, and he said this: "It's difficult to make a man miserable when he feels he is worthy of himself and claims kindred to the great God who made him." When you know that who you are is good, you're of God, you're a part of God, God made you, you are of God's stuff, God don't make no junk, right? That you are of God, right? Then you can't, when you know that, you cannot feel bad about yourself. So the thing is, you want to do not risk your esteem to something outside of you or something that you cannot control. All right? Now, I know this is really hard for us controllers because we think we can control everything. And if we just expand our strategy and do the controlling a little more zealously, we'll finally have a hook on everybody and everything in the universe, But don't risk your esteem to something outside of your control, right? Now, what can we control? You can control your belief. You can control your feelings about yourself and our actions that are based on our beliefs and our feelings about ourselves. Okay. So what this means is be kind to yourself. Especially when you're in a difficult situation or going through something or you're in pain. You got to be gentle and nurturing and loving to yourself like you would to some little person who was new to the world. You wouldn't say to a newborn, "What are you crying about? Man up, life is hard. Suck it up and stop dropping that pacifier, I know people think, why do I have to work on it? Well, we probably all had self-esteem naturally, but we also had it trained out of us by family members and teachers and, parents or whoever, because they were concerned with, and in turn gave to us, what will people think? And you got to do what looks good. And who do you think you are? And why are you so selfish and conceited? But here's the thing. If you don't love yourself, if we don't love ourselves, how could we possibly arrive at the place of knowing that we are worth being loved in return? Right? If you feel bad about you, you can't be your best in life. And if you feel bad about you, you cannot possibly attract or allow good into your life. You will keep it at bay. You'll get really close to the brass ring, and then you'll miss it. You'll get your hands on it, and then you'll sabotage yourself. Yes? Do you understand? right? Because something in us says, I don't really deserve this. I'm not really lovable. I don't really like who I am.